You're my doggy, eh? Look what I have for you.
Greetings to you.
Good afternoon.
I'd like to apologise for that brawl. Lord Capon is a bit hot-headed.
That Capon of yours is a puffed-up fool, more to the point. But that was some punch, I'll give him that. And you fought like a lion and all. We outnumbered you, but we still had our work cut out.
But you were better. If they hadn't dragged us apart, we wouldn't have stood a chance.
Aye, but you wouldn't avoid the stocks even so. People in the village don't like strangers, and my father is no different. In any case, as far as the two of us are concerned, it's all water under the bridge, right?
Right.
You can see I'm not some idiot, can't you? I just don't like haughty fuckers. And you aren't one, are you?
I hope not.
I'm sure you aren't. You're a good lad. I can tell. And a good brawler as well. If you ever want a proper workout and some fisticuffs, Lawrence the Zhelyov innkeeper's your man. Take care, friend.
You silly doggy.
I've travelled the world over, and let me tell you, our home truly is the most beautiful place. Aye, if you've never stepped foot out of your hometown, you'll never truly appreciate it. But once you leave, on your return, you'll like it here even more. The cows moo as if they were singing, the meadows are greener, the apples are sweeter, even the beer tastes better. And the girls here smile a lot more. So what are you just sitting around for? Get up and go out into the world. You'll thank me when you return.
Maybe I should add some spices.
Here you go. Take it.
What would you like?
I'll have a look at the...
Oh well, what can you do?
Was willst du?
What do you...
Thank you, and take care.
I'm looking for a friend. He's called Capon. I'm sure you'd recognize him.
Aye, I saw you. But I ain't bothered, you know. You didn't rob... He must be...
I'm sorry, but that's not your business, is it?
No, he weren't. But I ain't... And don't try anything on me. If that Capon wants to see you, I'm sure he'll find you.
I'll have a look at the where.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then, eh?
Here, Mutt.
Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
Mutt!
Search.
Here, Mutt! Apollonia. Marika was headed somewhere around here. I could have the dog sniff her scarf. Maybe he'll lead me somewhere. Here, Matt. Search. Oh no. Someone must have walked this way badly injured.
Good boy. Good boy. Here you go. Take it.
You must be Marika.
I? Did Odette send you? I was hoping he would not find me so quickly. Well, at least he sent you and not my prala. They wouldn't not even bother talking.
Your brothers? Why would they not bother talking?
They take after dead. At least Geza. He's hot-blooded.
The Voivod's worried about you. He sent me to find you.
Worried. Now he worry about me. You don't know anything, do you?
What should I know?
Yes, that sounds like Dad.
So tell me what happened.
I ran away. That happened. My father wanted revenge for the insult to his honor, so my prala went after poor Bohush.
Who insulted his honor?
The villagers! When me and Bohush start courting, Dad sent a messenger to village, saying there must be wedding or Bohush will pay.
The Voivod himself wanted you to get married.
That is what we do. When a chavo and a chai start something, the chavo, man, must marry the girl.
So you ran away from the wedding?
Well, Bohush would not be against it, but we were in the forest at the time. And his mother and village people laughed at the messenger, sent him back with insults and tortured. Voivod get mad and my prala too. They found poor Bohush to vent their anger. Then left him in the forest. Lucky I found him and took care of him. You probably know the rest.
Why don't you go back and explain it to them?
Once red flows, it is hard to stop the cycle. The people from Semin want to rid of the camp. The Voivod would like to punish all those he thinks have disgraced his chai. And he never asked me how it is really. As if men should work it out between themselves, and a girl like me should shut up and wait to see what happens. No, I will not go back alone.
That's not what the Voivod told me.
I think he's ashamed how far it has gone. His honor will not let him do anything. He's a hothead sometimes.
What now? You can't hide here forever. Bohush doesn't look too good, either.
He would surely have relief for at least a while if he got something to ease the pain. Can you please go and see my mother at the camp? She might be able to help. She knows herbs.
I think I can help him myself.
You?
I've read a lot about cases like this.
Never mind your books. My ma, she can really help people.
All right. I'll go to the camp and ask your ma for advice.
I need amulet from Dad. It is Chohahuno, magical. It protects anyone who wears it around neck. If Dad give it to me, I will come back. With Bohush.
Do you think he'll go for it? If you let your brothers do this to Bohush, why would he help him all of a sudden?
He'd do it for me. If you get the amulet for me, I will reward you. Do not worry, I did not go from home with nothing. But Dad must hand it over willingly, or it will lose its protective power. Best if he bring it to me himself.
Well, I can try, but no promises. It's all pretty tangled up now. How's Bohush doing?
It keeps changing. He is delirious for a while, then he is unconscious. I can only pray to the Blessed Virgin that he will recover.
How is life here?
I cannot complain, except about Bohush's health. We have food to eat, no rain here, and no one can find us. I just miss my family sometimes. But then I remember that I'm here because of them.
What about your family?
I love them and I hate them at the same time. This is all their fault. They talk of freedom, but if you want to go where you want, there will be trouble.
Can you tell me about the nomads?
About how they made a pact with the devil? About how they steal and have no taste for work?
No, I didn't mean
I know, you fool. If you thought that the same as the people from the village, you would not be here. We are different from them. We are slobodno.
You call this freedom?
Going anywhere you want, not being tied to just one place, dancing and singing as your heart desires without having to worry that the priest will condemn you. I can talk to God when I want to. I do not need the Pope's blessing for that. We have no kings, judges, or executioners. You only need to... you should honor your family.
I found this scarf in the camp. I think it's yours.
Aye, that's my favorite. Bohush gave it to me. Thank you. You cannot leave me alone.
What would you like?
I'm Henry. Who are you?
What's it to you who I am?
I was just interested to know.
Look here, Henry. Did you come to shoot?
Actually, why not? I'd like to do some shooting.
All right then. That's different. In that case, I'm glad to see you here, my friend.
This place used to be a quarry.
No, it was the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Of course it was a bloody quarry. This is where the stone for the entire castle was mined. Once the castle was completed, the mining stopped. But that was a long time ago. There's nothing left of those days. Just that old loony who keeps getting in our way.
When did they start building Trotsky?
Oh, I was but a babe when they started building the castle. The land still belonged to Sir Vincent of Wartenberg.
What loony were you talking about?
Well, I heard he was a stonemason at the quarry. The rumour around the village is he and his friends saved their pay for God knows what, but something went wrong. The one who knew where the coin was hidden fell off the top of the quarry and was dead on the spot. Since then, the other fella's been sleeping in a nearby dilapidated shack and coming here every day to look for the silver. He's gone completely insane. Batty old fool. You can't even reason with him.
Show me your wares.
Oh well, what can you do? Farewell then.
Look what I have for you. Come here, boy. So, this is your famous maypole.
I'm too conspicuous during the day. Better to try at night.
Hey, doggy?
Nothing suits your fancy, eh?
Warn you about the greatest evil and danger on God's earth. Men's cruelty and wickedness. You may say that God created Adam and all men in his image, so they can't be all that bad. But that's just what they want you to think. They're the ones blaming it in Scripture.
See you later, my friend.
I'll have a look at the wares. Word about the price.
All right, I'm listening. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Thank you, and take care.
Farewell.
To see my brother.
And?
To talk about the inheritance.
But your father's still alive.
Aye, but he drools all over himself.
Good day to you. See you later, my friend.
Ah, nothing serious. You
About the
didn't have
greatest
much
evil
anyway.
and danger on God's earth. Men's cruelty and wickedness. You may say that God created Adam and all men in his image, so they can't be all that bad. But that's just what they want you to think. They're the ones claiming it in Scripture.
heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Go over to the anvil and let's get started. Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up bit by bit, by poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. Works the bellows. Tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Henry, focus! Give it a very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side.
You silly doggy.
Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. Henry, when you've got a workpiece heated up, you can't just stand there and gape at it. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. Henry, stop gaping into the fire like a fortune teller and heat it up. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. The ring you want. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. That's some nice whistling. It's easier to forge to a rhythm, isn't it? There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. They can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you could sell them, though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right, here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
I have to hammer it more evenly.
Like I'm invisible or something.
I have to move it.
Christ, what a day.
I can't keep hitting the same place. I'll never finish it like this. I should move it. This is useless. I should move it. I've been banging this spot for a long time. This'll take a bit longer. I should move it. I've been banging this spot for a long time. I'm always hitting the same place. That's no good. That doesn't look good. A bit more and I'll fuck it up. Oh my god, I'm all thumbs. This one's trash.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
I should do it more evenly. This one's gonna need some more work. I won't get too far without fire. Just a bit more, and I'll be done. Fine. Now to temper it.
You silly doggy.
Great! Come back anytime, friend.
What do you have for sale? I'd like to do something about that price.
All right. I'm listening.
Do we have a deal?
We're getting close. Lower your price a little more, and we can shake hands. Finally! A reasonable sum. Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Take care now.
Look what I have for you.
One beer.
What's new around here?
Siegfried the herdsboy was here. He was complaining that wolves keep taking his sheep. You could also stop by and see Old Mouth. He's the local storyteller. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things. I have some here. And that's all, lads.
Sounds interesting. I'll have a look at the wares.
Ah, well, what can you do? Farewell, then.
You have a kind master, eh? Much.
No! Move! I yield! Mercy! I surrender! You wouldn't kill me, would you?
If I were you, I'd forget what I saw, pal. I could get pissed off. And then nobody's safe from my blade.
Hang on. Leave me alone. We'll forget about it. Let's go. Off with you. Let's go. Off with you. What is that supposed to... Oh! You want to... Ah! Oh! Oh!
I need an axe. Go! Whoa! Good.
Hmm? Mercy! Leave me be! I surrender! You wouldn't kill me, would you?
There'll be no mercy. Fight! Ugh.
I need to find an axe somewhere.
What does that much want over here?
I'm still not really sure.
Why not? Why don't you?
Damn.
Then get it. I'll be happy.
Show me your wares.
Oh well, what can you do? Farewell then.
I'll have a look at the... I'd like to do something about...
Sure.
Only because it's you.
Look, offer a bit more and we can make a deal. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Pleasure doing business. Take care. Christ, what a day.
I'll never finish it like this. I should move it. Almost got it done. Fine. Now to temper it.
Good doggy. Good boy.
What do you...
Oh well, what can you do? Farewell then.
God bless. Farewell. Careful.
People call you the Mouth, right? They say you tell all sorts of stories.
I'm no mouth to you. My name is Dunyek, got that? What do people call you then? Bughead? Arseface?
I'm sorry, Stenyak. I'm Henry.
Pleased to meet you. But you were right about the stories. I could tell you stories so sad they'd make the devil cry. Or would you prefer something so scary it'll make the hairs on your ass turn white? But it's a lot of hard work for me. Now, if you had something to drink or a couple of groschen, that might help loosen my tongue.
To your health, my friend.
Health my arse? Are you yanking my pizzle?
I know quite a few stories myself. How about a trade? A story for a story.
All right then. But if it's the one about the magic porridge pot, don't bother. I've heard it 100 times. And that story always leaves me feeling hungry.
I know a romantic tale about a knight, his lady love, and 3 impossible tasks he had to undertake to win her heart. He had to bring her the sweetest wine, tame the wildest horse, and make a crown with the rarest gem.
And then? What happened when he'd done all 3?
The lady of his heart showed her gratitude by giving him the most precious thing she had. And I'm not talking about gold.
Ho! A raunchy ending. That'll be popular with the lads round here. If I were you, I'd make it longer. To last a whole evening. Add a wicked stepmother, that sort of thing. It'll be a hit. And now, I'll tell you a tale in return. So what kind of story would you like to hear?
I like stories that can teach me something. Stories with a moral.
Haven't you heard enough of those in church? But it's not a problem. I have just the tale for you. And it's not one you'll hear from any priest. So, once upon a time, there lived in these very lands 2 brothers. The older was called Kuba, the younger, Matthias. They were both woodcutters, like their father and his father before him. One day, at the height of summer, they were working in the woods. The air was as hot as a furnace, so Matthias went to a nearby pond to cool himself. But as he was leaning over the cold water, there was a loud splash. His axe had got loose from his belt. In haste, he began to search the muddy bed of the pond, and his hands soon touched something hard and heavy. He pulled it out and could not believe his eyes. He pulled out an axe. Yes, but not his old one. It was an axe made of pure silver.
Good God. I'd grab that without a second thought.
Maybe you would, but Matthias would never. He was an honest man, and with a big swing he threw the silver axe back. He searched the pond again, and this time he pulled out his own axe. Nothing but dull iron and old wood.
I reckon that was the right choice. Who knows who the silver axe belonged to?
Well, quite. Listen on. Matthias was just about to leave when suddenly a water goblin came out of the pond, silver axe in his hands, and he said, "You're a righteous man, Matthias, and for your honesty, you may keep both axes." Matthias, not hanging around for the goblin to change his mind, took up both axes, gave us thanks, and ran to tell Kuba all about it. Kuba, however, was not best pleased with his little brother's fortune. He deeply envied Matthias for his newfound wealth, so he set out to try the same thing. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him straight to the pond, threw his own axe in, and began a pretend search for it. Yet Kuba had no luck. He pulled out the axe he'd thrown in himself, so he tried again. Tricked by sunlight, he grabbed something shiny, only to pull out his old iron axe again. Enraged, he hurled his axe back into the water and yelled, "Fuck this axe! I want a silver one!" But the water goblin heard his shameful cry and was greatly upset by Kuba's greed. So, when Kuba reached down into the water for a third time, the water goblin seized his hand, pulled him down whole to the dark depths, and drowned him.
Well, all was as it should have been. It was Kuba's fault.
I don't think so. It seems Matthias didn't either. He went to the water goblin and begged for his brother's body so he could take him home and bury him. But the path back from the pond led over a steep hill, and carrying the weight of the waterlogged body exhausted Matthias. He stopped to rest by an old oak tree, and he used a silver axe to cut off a branch that would serve as a walking stick. But it wasn't enough. Somehow, it was still getting harder to continue up the hill. Then Matthias realized it wasn't his brother's body that was weighing him down. It was the silver axe. The axe was the cause of all this trouble. So he started bashing the silver axe against a big stone with all his might, trying to destroy it. Yet no matter what, he couldn't even make a dent. With the last of his strength, Matthias climbed to the top of the hill. He knew he could go no further, so he found a pretty spot with a view over the valley and dug his brother a grave. There, he buried both his brother and the silver axe that had brought such pain upon them. His final act was to stick the oak branch in the ground by the grave. But lo and behold, the branch grew green leaves and became a tree. The locals have had no dealings with the water goblin since then, but some have had the bad luck to bump into him. And when you walk by the pier, where it all happened, you can still hear his chuckling.
That was a very nice story.
Story? What story? It's the truth.
But why hasn't anyone gone looking for the axe then?
Because it brings misfortune. Didn't you listen to me at all? Look for yourself if you wish. Rock Tower Pond isn't far from here. The Water Goblin's pier is somewhere among the reeds. But leave me out of it. I'm fine here with my drink. It was good to see you, my friend.
Here, mutt.
Oh, sacra. Someone got here before me. I can't swim.
Getting any bites?
Bah! Don't get me started. No luck today. Crayfish, though. That's another...
Where's the best place to catch some crayfish?
The other side of the pond. There's this shallow spot. They like it there. Not only is there a lot of them, but sometimes you find these, greenish, bluish ones. Something in between. My God, I've never had a taste of your crayfish.
Well, if you're so bad at it, why do you fish at all?
That's not the point. See how beautiful it is here? It puts one's mind at ease.
Well, best of luck. Hope you catch something.
Thank you. Farewell.
Good boy. Good boy.
Well, there really is an old oak tree here. But what was the rest of the story? Something about smashing the axe on a rock. This could be the rock from the story. I'm on the right path. grave under the tree, overlooking the valley. This must be where Kuba, Matthias's brother, is buried, together with the silver axe. I'll need to get a spade first. I'll need a spade for this.
Look, I don't want to put the squeeze on you, but when are you going to pay me back?
Good day.
I promise, you'll have it back.
What do you have for...
Take care then. And thanks for nothing.
But I just can't give it back right now.
Look, why don't you... Does your wife really starve you that much? She doesn't seem...
Was möchtest du?
Show me your word. I'd like to do something...
Why? You'll convince me with that price? Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein. Bis bald.
God in heaven. This really is the axe. All those years in the earth haven't treated it well. I hope I can fix it.
Stick 'em! Tivoli! Look at those Ah! My God, it's a slaughterhouse!
Stealing the maypole! Where is everybody?
Kurva. Third bloody night in a row.
Sick 'em.
Tivoli! Look at those fangs!
Come here.
I'll be right there! Where are you fucker? We're going to get you and your flea-ridden dog. It was you! Eh? Oh! I yield! Mercy! What's your problem, you idiot? Mercy! Spare me! No! Stop messing around! Mercy! Leave me be! Do you want me?
Come here.
No! Hey! You almost hit me! I yield! Mercy!
Get on your feet and fight!
Go fuck yourself! So he's a sword fighter, eh? What the hell? Mercy! Spare me! I surrender! You hear me?
If I were you, I'd forget.
Leave me alone. Let's go. Off with you. Let's go. Robbery! Oh! Oh! I yield. Mercy! I surrender!
There'll be no mercy. Fight! Ah! Here you go. Take it. Come here, boy.
Greetings.
Come in here, something you won't believe. I covered the whole world.
Greetings to you.
Say, I have this fancy maypole from Takov here if you're interested.
My God! They're going to slit themselves! Nobody's got them this good in years! You're a champ, Henry! As soon as I saw you, I knew you had it in you. I promised you something, didn't I? And I'm a man of my word.
I wouldn't expect anything less. Thanks. Happy to help.
What do you say we pull one more trick, eh? I'd make it worth your while, of course.
All right. Why not?
Great. Now listen up. Let's really ruin their day, shall we?
I'm all ears.
Them Takovites grazed their sheep near the pasture they took from us. And you're going to scatter their sheep into the woods. What do you say? They'll have to herd them all back. I reckon they'll be proper pissed off.
All right. I'm sure they won't be happy about that.
That they won't. But that's not all. Project's beloved son is in charge of the sheep now. You'll make him look like a complete moron.
Project's son?
Aye. Project is in charge there. He gives me the most grief. And they all care about his opinion. If it wasn't for him, this whole bastard thing would have been sorted a long time ago. On top of that, he thinks his son is gifted, and that he'll be a bailiff somewhere one day. Nothing will piss him off more than seeing his son be the village idiot.
This doesn't sound like such a great plan to me.
Well, it does to me. But don't interrupt me. That's not all. The Takovites will be doing the worst thing soon. If you manage to drive the sheep through the drying laundry, I reckon they won't be too thrilled about it. I'll even give you an extra reward.
Say, Olbram, how am I supposed to lure away Project's son?
You'll figure it out. Actually, wait. I've got an idea. Flip this into his food, and you'll see.
What will I see?
It's what I give to my cattle for bellyache. Project's lad is going to sit all over himself. And while he's gone, you'll be able to chase off his sheep.
All right. That sounds like a plan. I'm on it.
Great. But same as before, all right? Don't go killing anyone. And don't get caught.